Call me Fuego, 93 like me. Fire in the sheets, spending summers on the sea. Quedo, no way home. Better life on the day
at this point, but no, they have instead got a second place and a third, and now we're headed on over to Erangel. And as Sophie said during the break there, we're at the halfway mark. We have played half the games of the grand finals, and now is I feel like always where teams have to look at the leaderboard and go, okay, this is where we're looking. We now know what teams do. Let's either change stuff or keep doing what we do. Yeah,
and again, it varies team by team which ones switch their play style up across the maps. But again, last week the circles were the bigger factor. I'll say that much, Toby, especially from the games we covered. The circle was the bigger factor as opposed to a couple of teams switching it up. But DA, I was going to say, if DA actually looks to crash onto that, but they're actually going to crash onto Blaze here. Look at the utility getting set up for it, and then Merc gets run over on the way in.
You don't do these things, guys. Why has this become a thing again? Smash is going to fall as well. All of a sudden, within seconds, it's a 4v1. Thralius, let's see if he can make anything of it. He's going to jump up, and no, he's going to fall. Do we have to start giving minus points for team kills? Is that how we're going to have teams do more to try and avoid this? I don't know, but let's see now. Clib and Eevee did get caught in that rotation. Jeemzz actually, no, it's going to be the one that got caught off. Clib does find one. That's going to be Nork is falling down. Nate will be coming in as well. And Clib will be trying to hold off while Jeemzz is making the run back to the teammates. So, while they got back together, they're still in some sort of trouble. Why do we see this happen so much?
I'm not actually sure. I mean, Jeemzz, I think, has tried to stay out here to give them the option to come onto the hill a bit later on in the game, but...
And Winstreak are going to send it up immediately. In the meantime, Ens and Na'Vi will have a fight to take. You can see Senya's actually already now trying to make a run for it, but it's going to be Shift W and Winstreak who will have this fight happening, and it's going to go down now. Instantly, one goes down, two goes down, one is left alive. Kemba, where are you going, buddy? You might not survive this.
No, really good setup from Winstreak. Sorry, from Shift W here to hold Winstreak. They try and come up onto the Pachinki Hill. And the last member of Winstreak will have to send it back into the field and try and find another option here. Kiriko actually landed a shot there, I think, onto Kemba. You can see the damage tag come up, but...
Also, if you're sitting there scouting forward, of all the spots you can go into, they must have seen them up top before. Well, hold that thought for a second, no marking. They're going to be the next ones up here. Liquid trying to hold off strong against them. They're going to bait them away and around. That should mean the Blaze should have neighbors coming in real soon.
Yeah, Omicron. I don't think they're going to find anything here. Jeemzz will fall out of the vehicle. You can see now Askick is set up to clean up the rest of them. Marcelek going to confirm that one. Ents are eliminated elsewhere. Na'Vi getting the last kill of the Tiksu there. And actually, Spyro going to find an opening here. York will fall. You see in the background, actually, Beamy's down as well. So Northern Lights did manage to reset a little bit when bystanders were trying to gatekeep them, and looking like they're taking casualties here.
I feel so bad for Enswa. We had 4 full 4v4 team engagements happening at the same time. You can see bystanders trying to hold off against Northern Lights. They needed Flammy there, though. He was trying to play the anchor inside the circle, and to be honest, I mean, he doesn't leave that position to try and go out. Shift W knows that he's there. If he tries to do anything to help, he's going to die, and unfortunately for that. But for them, it means that bystanders will fall down to just 1 player left alive.
Na'Vi got themselves up to 4 kills, and this is the sort of game we see them execute that game plan.
Yeah.
TSM, surprisingly enough, have got themselves a nice little spread onto the side of the hill here. Na'Vi, I think, reading into this perfectly. They're going to come back and try and hold on to the church high ground. Not really worth messing with a team that can get set up on the side of the hill. Notoriously difficult area to fight, especially if it's just 2 of you with the split that Na'Vi are running.
Also, you're only in phase 4 coming into 5, so should all kinds of hell break loose and the circle go south, you're much better off rotating south if you still have that anchor point in the church available. Yes, you're going to be shut up by Shift W on the hillside, but hopefully for you, they're going to have other fights going on closer that they can't really deal with you when you're trying to make that transition. So I like the fact that Na'Vi backs off on this one. Uh-oh.
Okay. Dep still set up on the side of the hill here. Bit of a weird spot. Northern Lights trying to send it up towards the rock at the top. And Ass Kickers in a fantastic position. Silence. Yeah, nice knock on there. Lipsin following up onto Spyro. Northern Lights will fall. Ass Kickers again defending this dip on the side of Pachinki Hill.
They don't have to do too much to get kills. They're all coming to them.
Yeah.
They're all pushing up that hill towards them. They gotta give it to Ass Kickers. I mean, they're set up perfectly. Trying to hold off people that are doing those last rotation Hail Mary type plays. They know exactly where they're gonna be headed, because that's like that ridge line there is your at least we can play there type area in these sort of circles, but that's been taken a long while back. Now let's see next circle. We're heading down towards the south. So Pachinki is out. Now we will have to make a decision. TSM as well. Are they gonna? I mean, I'm seeing a team crash Liquid. I'm seeing either Na'Vi or TSM crash Liquid. You can see right now, TSM, they're all looking east. They're waiting for Na'Vi to make a decision, because if they go to Liquid, I would assume that TSM is going to try the third party, but they're all going to run down the hill towards Pachinki.
The win streak, meanwhile, Kemba, last man standing. Na'Vi, I'll make a little bit of a move past him. He's going to actually open up onto the US. He's going to find the first one out there. You get one kill out of it. That's a frustrating way to die like that.
Can't even be mad. It's just one of those.
Yep. Oh no. Na'Vi pulling up onto Shift W, the team that have been delivered kill points from the get-go.
I mean, to be fair, they have to. Right? We were talking about it. That church is going to be their entry point to the south, but them stopping here means that they were not prepped for whatever Liquid was going to be doing. They're just, I mean, literally sending themselves to the slaughter by trying to stop in that position. You got to continue forward. You got to get out of line of sight from that compound, so you only have one angle to worry about. And well, Besta now in the field. He's in the blue. He's going to be in trouble and probably an impactless player in the meantime. Now that TSM knows that the east is a no-go, where are they opted to move towards?
We're just looking at it now. Apex have a really good opportunity to make a push for the late game here. TSM now in vehicles trying to move, and Liquid will open up onto it. You can see all of the traces coming across. They might opt to crash off the plays, but Lyron's actually going to find Miraku out. Iro unfortunately hitting onto the tree just next to him. But Fex and Vard leading the charge here up onto the hill. They're going to pull up next to Ass Kickers, the third team to do so.
We're talking about the Hail Mary position everybody wants a piece of. I believe that Ass Kickers has not been shooting. That's where TSM would have went, but they spot that the top is somewhat free. It's Chris and the Shift W that push over towards the east to hold out, but it doesn't make it any more playable. They are taking casualties. Vods falls as well. Not sure if Iro is still alive on the other side. Win streak will fall in the end of it. No, Iro went down as well, so Fex is all that's left alive for TSM after a rotation that, well, cost them 3, and to be honest, probably should have gotten them killed too.
Yeah, it should. It's a miracle that any of them made it in, to be honest. Shift W now, again, if they track the kill feed there, they'll know that it's only one man standing now on the hill. Doesn't look like they're pushing up there. They're not getting too overzealous. I like this from Shift W. They're still conscious of the fact Na'Vi are outside. Sorry, Tom.
And they have no, they have to be. That's just me trying to bait circles to go into the field. They have to be. They have to be. They need to worry about it. And for the same thing for, I mean, for Fex in this situation, even with 28 alive, you ain't gonna be trying to grind those placement points all that hard, because you need to keep people away. And I think that's exactly what he's trying to do here. Does get the flush confirmed onto Brax, go through circle centers on him. I'm not sure if that's better or worse, but he's at least gonna try to prone it out for a little while. To be fair, I mean, Bestlark must have had like 8 first aids because he's still alive.
Yeah, I think he managed to get past his teammates' bodies, but Liquid now trying to flex out south. Jeemzz is going to try and take control of the northeast side of this hill. I think Jeemzz is going to be okay. If Shift W are occupied trying to hold Besto, look at this though, Etiquette trying to pull up onto Blaze now. Rip's going to come down to the front door to greet them. Lyron will find Forever on the way in. And look at that, Rip will find the second Kepler falls. Just one more player back at the compound trying to play anchor. Huith not going to get any damage onto that.
Huith, why didn't you shoot them? You were the one who was supposed to kill those guys. And then you can go, well, you also pushed the building in the only angle where they could all see you without me being able to do anything. So it kind of feels bad approach from Etiquette. But then again, I mean, to be fair, what could they really do? If they had a 9 billion IQ play in mind, they could have tried to pull up towards the hill where Liquid were before, because they would have known that Liquid had a chance to push forward. But that is that's something we can't really assume the players would know, since we have the pleasure of seeing everything.
Just looking at it now, things. I mean, Ass Kickers have got to try and deal with the depths. So you can see Lipsin scoping off in the distance. But Tundo and Furax are at the base of the hill. They've been coexisting for a while now, Toby.
They haven't really had an urge to fight one another, and it's pretty been working out for both of them, to be fair. I'm looking down towards Apex now, seeing what they're going to do to approach this, and also Liquid. Well, they have Fix above. They don't know how much is up here. They know the Fix is going to be a solo. Will they see him, though? Oh, yes, they will. Jeemzz finds him. The instant kill comes in. Jeemzz runs down immediately. Get out of trouble, get healed back up, and reset for the next fight to come.
There's now, actually, it's a depth to open up. 2 of Askik is full. Laza will flush out Silas. Marsalek bleeding out now, and Blaze pulling in, wondering what the hell is going on. How Adepso managing to play under ass kickers, and I mean the kill feed just lighting up here. mxey gonna get the insta kill onto T-Bone. That's Omicron going out here. Adepts do fall. Ass kickers will manage to recover, get 2 back on their feet now, but Liquid have got a fantastic spread on towards the hilltop.
So massive for Liquid that Omarkin is dealt with at the same time as Blaze is looking elsewhere, because that could have been a third party over the top that they wouldn't have wanted to deal with at that time, because that in turn would have allowed for Shift W to engage on it. So they're both kind of dealing with a threat on the same side, and they're playing it completely clockwise the same way, which worked out really good for both Blaze and Liquid. Now there's more space in between them, and they can push up without having to peeking one another. The only issue being Liquid will have to fight Shift W, and Blaze are going to have to fight ass kickers at some point. It's just a matter of how do we force this into a third party in our favor.
Besto is still alive. He's actually still alive.
How many first states can he have left at this point?
And the problem is Shift W couldn't advance up the hill because they were so conscious of that final Larvae player, but they've still allowed him to get in.
And they still can't do it, though. They still have to worry about what's behind them. Like, they can't. You can see Killer Guys looking into the field still. It's like, guys, wasn't there still a Larvae player alive at one point? This is going to be tough. They're looking around. You can see Killikai is full on focused on the field. They're still expecting him to be out there somewhere. Even ibiza is starting to look into the be like, Killikai, what are you looking at, buddy? Are we looking at the same thing here?
If we can hop in eyes with Killikai, is he actually just like scoped in on a bush or something? Is he just...
He's expecting Bristolog to be out there somewhere, that's for sure. He's on snake hunt, and there's no snake to be found in that direction.
He is?
He's full on committed to the fact that he's gotta be in that field somewhere. Bestelok is down there. Killer Kai, it's not. When is he coming out of the blue?
This is the good thing now. What does he think now that the rock's in the blue?
Even Ibiza is looking down there at the burned out vehicle. This is too interesting. They're all just waiting. mxey is down there. I mean, to be fair, by looking for Bestelok, Killiakai might get eyes on the Liquid push because they're slowly peeking their way around. They have committed to the fight towards the southeast, and Killiakai will be the alarm that's going to trigger the rest of the team to push in this direction. He's right over the top. The Clib doesn't get eyes on. Does he see him now? No. Still no vision, but Killiakai must have heard footsteps. Oh my lord. Nice headshot, but it will be traded immediately. Chris is there to help out.
Yeah, actually, this could be the opening for Besto now. Obviously, he's the one that has the information on where Shift W were previously when they were trying to gatekeep Na'Vi. Liquid up to 7 kills now. This is a slow, progressive play. Lyron going to find Marsalek. Sure that's his second down. Lipson's still up, though, in the same gift. He's going to find Lyron. Laser is over the top here. Good trade. Ass kickers will fall in 6th. Blaze should be able to keep 3 up here, but Jeemzz now hassle on and convert onto that. It's actually Calvin that's going to get a knock and a flush with DeGroza here.
Surprising to me that Apex opted to take the fight east rather than try and make the full-on committed push towards Shift W, but they're up now in west, I should say. Sorry, they're up to go down this way. See him, finally he does, but it's going to be too late. Both Calvin and Jeemzz falls, and they go into a fight with a team that hadn't really taken any casualties rather than try and punish Shift W over towards the east. Again, a little surprising to me, but Intense is still up, and he might be able to get something going here.
Chris going to convert Jeemzz. Intense now, last man up, but Shift W, having been previously the team that looked poised in the best position, down to just 2 members now. Still got 8 kills on the board, so no slouch whatsoever here. And desperately trying to find Intense, the last member of Apex over here.
Blind. He's so blind. Intense can't see anything. Saga could see him though, and look at this. Liquid 4 alive up against 2 duos and a solo. All of them hurt. One of the duos down to 1 currently. Rip trying to get back on his feet. Shift W, well, they've just left off. They know that Liquid are still in force, and they've just said, we ain't going to be focused on anything here. What's impressive to me, though, is the little yellow guy on the right. Best of luck is still alive with this.
Yeah, it's actually mind blowing.
Given how tough
the other thing is, the one team that had the information with Shift W, they're now down.
Exactly.
2 members.
This is so unfortunate. mxey finds Rip. There's still Lhasa left to deal with. So we're down to, well, a Solo and Navi. Bestlock ain't going to be doing anything. We have Shift W as a duo still, and Blaze are going to be down to Solo now as well. It's just Liquid against the Snakes. They all have 2 kills. Look at the kill split. You wouldn't want to have it any other way. All of them stepping up and having a good game here. Great game, Liquid. Keep in mind, too, of that massive split they had earlier. Somehow they paid off. Liquid. Once again, mxey finding kills. Blaze out.
Yeah, great spray from mxey there. 2 nice kills back-to-back. Zoka and Chris obviously just going to opt for this. Besto now creeping his way.
No mids.
Again, Liquid being a team I anticipate to have the best kill feed knowledge here, because they're still 4 up. They've been chilling in the compound for a lot of this game, even though they've become active. I think they're going to have the numbers. They're going to know it's a 4v2v1.
They have to at this point. I mean, also, just for the silver lining, it has to be Bestlock that kills Shift W. Let's see, Clib. Eyes up top. Can't find it. Traded 1 for 1. That's going to hurt Shift W a lot more than the other way around. Now, Liquid, 10 kills and counting. Sucker is alive. It's just 2 solos left. But even with that, Liquid, you ain't going to force it. You want all 4 alive because you got to secure those points.
Yeah, Besto, again, just going to slow play this one. Oh! He actually messed up the initial spray there. He will get the kill onto Zoka. Wow, the fact that he's still alive, I mean, that's got to be the most tilting end there for Shift W. But no. Liquid come out on top, 11 kills and the chicken dinner. Really, really good stuff from them again. They had a lot of time and space to set up at that compound after an interesting split. Well, I'll say that much in Circle 2, but they made a really, really good push south there. Again, pressuring TSM on the way in, clean up all the teams on the edge of there.